Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we're going to be discussing some theories for Season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug, namely about the brand new, definitely far too big Miraculous team. Like, these identities are going to be leakier than a sieve, like a broken sieve. Dear God, it's going to be awful. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I love the idea of this, but you know, not all ideas work out great when you actually put them into practice. A bit like Season 5 of Miraculous. So in this video I'm going to be focusing generally on all the kids in the show concerning the dynamic of the Miraculous team, and whilst I am going to mention some of the kids individually, I think I really want to go in, look at each kid and kind of generate theories around them and what their role could be next season. Like, Alia is super interesting since she seems to know that Gabriel Babes was Monarch Daddy. Luca is a guardian in training, so what does he know? What will Alex be up to? There's loads to consider with the kids individually, so for this video I'm going to be looking at more of them as a team, but if you've got any predictions for any of the kids individually, I would love to hear them, besties. Now, we know from Confrontation that the class seem to be heading to the same high school, apart from Nathaniel, but I'm unsure if that's happening now, given Miss Boustier's, like, new education thing that she talks about at the end of Recreation, so I'm not sure anymore if the plans the kids had in Confrontation are the same plans or if they've changed because of this like new education policy. So let's just assume they're all going to the same school now, perhaps with the exception of Zoe and Mark since they are in the year below them. But again, I'm really not sure what this new school system means for education and Miraculous going forward. So let's just say the majority of the kids go to one school. It's going to be mighty suspicious if they all need to go to the toilet at the same time whenever an Akuma happens.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
But that also does bring up the question, how will Lila akumatize people when she's in class? As we know, we see her at the end of Recreation, she's enrolling in, presumably, the exact same school everyone else is going to be in. So how's that gonna work? I would theorise that for you, but my answer is I don't know, unless she's going to allow all the kids in the city to get a proper education this year and only have Akuma attacks on weekends and after school. She'll be like Lord Voldemort, waiting until the end of the school year to attack Harry. Although I bet that really messed up his exam results. So let's assume Lila is somehow able to akumatize people at school. I mean, she needs a place to harvest her butterflies after all. I'm pretty sure butterflies can't live in the catacombs. It would mean each of the kids would have to leave class, which would be super suspicious for all of them to go, since they are like a class size. So I think it'll stay as just Adrian and Marinette, and when they need extra help, they will call or text whoever has the power that they need. As we saw in Furious Fu, Ladybug can contact people on her yo-yo with regular phone numbers. They don't have to be transformed like when she calls Cat Noir, so no problems there, but I'm also sure Cat Noir might be in the better position sometimes to contact them over Ladybug if Ladybug is in trouble. So right now he only knows a handful of identities, so I am assuming Ladybug is going to let him know who is who, which I bet will, you know, just be super fun when he hangs out with all of his friends and he finds out they all have Miraculouses. It's going to be great. So basically, I think the show will retain the Lady Noir dynamic for the most part, with, let's say, a maximum of 3 extra heroes per episode helping out. Obviously, those 3 heroes will change depending what the Akuma is and what powers they will need to tackle it. And then, because it's a finale, we'll get the full lineup of heroes to help right at the end. So a bit like in Season 2, Rena Rouge, Carapace and Queen Bee all had separate appearances, but then they all came together, I believe, for the first time to smack Hawk Daddy in the face for Heroes Day, and I really wish they had smacked him. Natalie got the closest.
Don't ever do that again.
Anyway, one thing I would love to see next season is more power-ups. I have no evidence to back up that they will happen. This is just a personal wish, okay? They first appeared in Season 2, and since then we've only got ice, water and space. Where are the rest? I would like at least one more. I think we are due at least one more, please. While I would absolutely love to see anyone on the team use a power-up and what the outfit would look like, because you all know I'm a sucker for a good outfit, like, oh my word, Rena Furtive in Season 4, one angel, oh my god, she looked beautiful. I do unfortunately think they will be reserved for Ladybug and Cat Noir, and I think that's purely because it will be very expensive to create character models for the others too, so unless it's an absolute emergency, I don't think we're going to see, for example, Polymouse have an ice power-up. I think it will stay with Ladybug and Cat Noir if we do get brand new power-ups, which I really hope we do. Please. Now, I said at the start of the video that these identities, oh boy, they're going to be leakier than Watergate, so I'm like, who's going to crack first? A good chunk of the team are in relationships with other people on the team, and I definitely think one or two of them will feel bad for not telling the other the truth, and I think Mylène and Ivan are top of this list. They're very sweet and loving towards each other. I don't think they could keep it from the other for very long. I could see Julica and Rose maybe being the next to break, but I don't think Mark and Nathaniel care, in my opinion. I just don't think it would be an issue for them. It's just a feeling I get, no evidence, just a feeling. Kagami, of course, already knows who Felix is, and I'm sure he's already aware she's Ryuko too. And I also wonder if Lila is aware Kagami is Ryuko, since she transformed in broad daylight, and that's the reason she wasn't allowed to use it anymore, but she still got it in the season 3 finale, but Chloe never got to use it again for the exact same reason, but this isn't the video to discuss that injustice in. I'm not sure the single team members really care about any of their friends knowing, to be honest. However, Alex's dad is aware that she is Bunnix, as we see in Evolution, so maybe other parents may become aware as well. Now, not everyone's parents are present in the show, but Max and his mum are super duper close, Zoe is close with her stepdad, Mylène is close with her dad, and Alia also seems pretty close to her family too. So I'm wondering if any of those characters might spill the beans, and actually part of me thinks Alia could be the most likely one to tell her parents. Notably, Alia's mum is one of the only characters in the whole show who hasn't been akumatized, so maybe there's going to be one episode next season where Marlena, which is the name of Alia's mum, is getting worried about Alia since she's always absent, doesn't know where she is. She gets worried, she gets akumatized, Rena Rouge helps to save her, and then Alia reveals her identity to her mum. That would be such a cute episode. And also, since Jagged Stone is kind of like a guardian, maybe he knows some identities, but to be honest, I really don't trust that man. He does not seem reliable in the slightest. I hope Suhan has told him nothing. To be honest, as long as no one tells Nino or Felix any more identities, we'll be fine, okay? Those two boys just can't keep their mouths shut, even if their lives depended on it, okay? Although Felix will find out that Cat Noir is Adrian, because Adrian is now wearing his amok. So, well done, everyone. But there you go, besties. Those are my little kind of general theories about the Miraculous team at large. Like I said, I want to go in and do little individual theories about each of the kids on the team, see what their roles could be next season. I'd love to know what you think, besties, and I'll see you in the next one.